Hey guys, we're back for a quick video. I ran across some tea that I didn't want to wait until later to give you guys, so we're going to go ahead and do it now. While I'm taking a quick break, right quick. Yeah, this is some good tea. All right, so it's been brought to my attention. Shout out to Hannah Grace on this information, because baby, when I heard this, I said, "Oh, I can't wait to talk about this," because we've been talking about Martell Holt, honey, all this damn time, and he is out here, honey, fishtailing in these damn streets. All right, so let's go ahead and get on into it, baby, because we ain't gotta wait no longer. Now, we talked a little bit this morning. As you guys can see, let me go ahead and say that right quick. If you guys see going across my screen, everything said in the video is alleged, and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Now, yeah, so this is under the Fair Use Act. Now, we talked about this morning. Hey guys, coming in. We talked about this morning where Ariana and Martell were at the gym and they had some type of altercation going on. Well, it's said and alleged that during this altercation, after Martell struck Ariana, that some guy ran up in order to kind of break things up and to approach Martell. But it said Martell did not buck up at this guy, that he backed down. And I was just like, ain't that a coincidence? Because Martell never has that heat for men, but he always has that aggressive heat for women. He ain't gonna fight no man, even though he stay in the gym and stay buffed up. Like, he didn't have that heat for the guy. So they said that when the guy jumped in between and told him not to put his hands on Ariana anymore, allegedly, that he backed down. Okay, they say he backed down. So hey, that's expected though. That's expected because I never see him bucking up at no man. He's always bucking up at women. But let's get on to this other news that I ran into. Now they're saying that Martell is out here in these streets, honey, acting illegally with no builder's license, but he is out here pretending that he has certain certifications in order to be working on people's houses. Now, we saw him actually working on a house with Fred. He was at one point working on the guy Fred's license, builder's license or whatever. You guys know, since he and Melody split, that he's unable to work under her license anymore. So he's looking for anybody's license that he can work under. Not sure what his relationship with Fred is anymore, because from my understanding, he is working alone, and he's using the name Holt Custom Homes, you guys, LLC. So he's working under that name to be going around places like Huntsville and the surrounding areas to be working on people's houses with no builder's license. That's against the law under Alabama law, okay, or any damn law. If you are not licensed to be working on people's houses, you can't do that, okay? Now it says that Martell has continued to represent himself as this businessman with a builder's license, and he's doing incomplete construction, okay, and adding additions to this particular victim's home, and told them that he would not be able to finish their home until his bankruptcy proceedings were resolved. That's bullshit. So you got all this stuff pulled out, you've knocked down stuff, you got holes in the walls and incomplete work at these people's house, and went and ran and filed for bankruptcy and told these people that he could not finish their home until his bankruptcy was resolved, okay? That says that, however, on or about February 26th of 2020, that the victims discovered for the first time that Martell Holt and his company, Holt Custom Home LLC, lacked the licenses and the state Alabama Home Business Legacy, licensing board to provide residential constructions, okay, services for profit. So he's not supposed to be building, but he was out here telling people that he was licensed and that he had this company called Holt Custom Homes LLC that he was working up under with no license. Okay. Now the victims, they're saying, actually paid him $62,530 to work on their home, to add an additional part onto their home. And they're saying that Martell, it says that between hold on, because let me make sure I give you all of this. Of course, Martell took the 63 almost K from them to complete the house, and he kept the money, but he never finished the job. Okay, so they're saying from May 19th of 2002, it says that they were contracted to do the work. Martell was contracted to do these people's work. So they paid him a payment at first up to $44K. All right, and then they turned around and gave him another $4,600 on June the 17th. Now they're saying that on July 6th that there was a contractual agreement for an additional, okay, for him to complete the home, giving a total of $75,000. Okay, yeah, They gave him up to 3 payments totaling up to $75,000, which he kept all of that money. Now the victims, they're saying they are looking at filing a lawsuit against Martell, and they are also going to be going to the Alabama board on him as well to report him on that. So this Senate Martell, of course, filed for bankruptcy, like I said, and he only finished up to 15% of these people's home and dipped out with the money and refused to answer calls and or finish the work. Who that sound like? The Scots, do it not. Ain't it what the Scots do? Get that money up front and then have every excuse in the book not to return calls, not to finish the work, and then dip out with the funds. All right. So it says that the people been asking for either a refund or for him to complete the work, and he has not done either. So now they have proceeded to take the legal route against Martell. So in addition to DV in the 3rd degree and harassing phone calls, he is now facing trouble with the Alabama board, okay, in terms of charges for working without a license, okay. But how you gonna tell somebody once your bankruptcy is resolved and I'll finish it after they've already paid you for the work? Like, that is giving scam and fraud. All right. So this says that it is a Class A misdemeanor to work without a license when you are doing contracted work. It is a Class A misdemeanor. Okay. Now, it says that once everything is finalized, that he will owe them to the tune of $47K if he refuses to do the work that was not done, including they're seeking damages as well, because they have like a whole bunch of shit that's like pulled out at their house that's not done. They have stuff that's pulled out at their house, guys, that's not completed. So they're looking for damages as well as the money that they lost in terms of working with Martell through this Holt Customs Home. Now, y'all know that was a business that was started when he and Mel were together. Okay. He and Mel started Holt Custom Homes, but whenever they dissolved everything, I'm trying to figure out how he's still working on the Holt Customs Home when all that was dissolved. Is he still carrying on the business? I'm not sure how that works. I'm gonna have to look that up. When a couple, when they're married and they have companies together, when it's dissolved, I need to find out. And if anybody knows anything legally about that in the chat, you can put it in there. But if you are married to someone and you have a company with your spouse and you guys decide to dissolve it, can the other spouse continue to work within that company and make contracts and agreements and you know, carry on through that company, or is that company no more? Because we don't hear about Holt and Holt anymore. So now he has, I guess, made up another company under Holt and Holt and called it Holt Custom Homes to be out here still trying to work. And he's telling people that he's licensed when he's not. We already know he tried to pass the damn builder's license like 3-4 times and failed a bitch, and still out here trying to make side money. Okay. But he's acting like the Scots. So they said that the state of Alabama is definitely looking into the situation because Martell is unlicensed and he's going around having people pay him large sums of money up front to do work, and he's not completing the work and keeping the money. That's the Scots all fucking day, is it not, y'all? But that is what it is, guys. So they are seeking up to $20K for the Alabama Home Builders Recovery Fund. Okay, they are seeking up to $20,000 through the Alabama Home Builders Recovery Fund for Martell coming there and fucking up their house and not finishing the job and running off with their money. So Martell, not only are you a thief and a liar and a cheater, but you are also a scam artist as well. Okay, what y'all think about that, T? What do y'all think about that, T? I said, let me do a quick pop in and let my people know that Martell is still out here on the fraud. And the Alabama Home Builders, recovery fund is getting ready to be on your ass, in addition to the courts. Now, y'all know he and Mel got court coming up in April. I want to say the beginning of April. So we're going to see what that's giving in terms of them talking about this whole revenge peace situation. And I think the custody of the kids are going to be brought up as well, because Martell has supposed to also had a mental evaluation done prior to them going to court. And you know, he probably didn't do it. So he's going to probably be held in contempt like he was when they told him to seek therapy when it was when they were in court for the paternity of, not the paternity, but the you know, custody of the children. So he did not do it then, and I bet you he did not go and get the psychological evaluation done as was ordered by the court. So we're going to see what's going on with that. I'm going to keep my ears to the streets on this, and I'm going to look up some more legal stuff because I do have some friends that do work in legal to find out what's going on with that, in terms of how that situation is going to pan out with Martell on a legal standpoint, because that is crazy. He is desperate. He is trying to do anything he can to make extra money because he put himself in a situation to be where he was. Had he set his ass down, he would have been still working with Mary under her license and been able to make money. But because you want to be greedy and run out here and cheating and messing with Ariane, you know, fucked your life up, and now you're committing crimes in order to try to make ends meet. So thank you guys for joining. That's all I had for you guys. This is a quick pop in that I wanted to go ahead and lay that info out for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the live, and let's get on out of here. Thanks for joining me again. Okay, and goodbye.